Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. If you do not know me, my name is Lily. So today we are heading off to Tenerife for a week. We are staying in Los Cristianos at the Marisol Hotel. Now this hotel is absolutely amazing. It has 166 rooms and every single room is wheelchair accessible. Yeah, that's right. This hotel was built for people with disabilities to be able to enjoy holidays abroad. Basically, the current owner, so the current owner's dad, before he was with the owner's mum, he was married to another woman who had MS, and that inspired his dad to create a hotel for people with disability. This hotel is purpose-built for those with disabilities. It has been there over 30 years and it is still living on very, very strong. It is like home to all different international sports teams, like Paralympic teams, and it is absolutely amazing. And I wanted to film this video. Now I wouldn't normally film like somewhere that is family run, but I actually met the owner, Thomas, when I was out there, and he encouraged me to share this hotel on social media and with everyone. So that is what I am doing. I had a really, really lovely time there. But yeah, I don't want to whitter on too much this side of the video, but this video is long, but it's detailed. Like literally detailed, and I might pop in and out like certain parts of the video to correct some things I may have got wrong or whatnot. But let's get into the video. So where you're going to be in the video is the part where I film the intro, and then it's going to be me saying, right, let's go outside and show you the room. So that is literally the next clip, but I really hope you guys enjoy this video. Let me go outside and I'll show you around our apartment. So we are in room 2603. Let's go in. So you'll notice, oh, wrong way, it stays green for a while. And it's the apartment. Now, first things first, this door does not have closers on it like normal hotel doors, and it is wheelchair width and height. And you have your card and you slot it in here to turn everything on. So let's start with the kitchen. This is a fully wheelchair accessible kitchen. Some people have ovens in their room. We don't. We just have the stove and the fridge, and we have some cups and plates, so we can do a bit of cooking if we want to. Next, we have the sitting area, so we can sit there, we can eat our lunch, we can charge our devices. We'll come back to that bit in a minute. Next is the sitting area. So we have a smart telly, we have plenty of storage. The smart telly doesn't work, but there are some English channels on there. And we've got the lovely settee area and the balcony. So I'm in my wheelchair to show how accessible it is. Now these are amazing, these curtains, because they all have like a holder on it. So look, you can shut your curtains, open them from wheelchair height, which is absolutely amazing. Next, we go onto the balcony. We have table and chair areas to move the chair so you can get in with your wheelchair. We even have an umbrella. And then we do have a sea view all the way down there. Can't zoom in this mode on this phone, but we have a sea view. Next, we have a air dryer. Now this has come in so much handy, like for doing hand washing and drying our stuff. It has been amazing. I've done a lot with this. It's been brilliant. And this is our view. So we have the mountains and have the sea over there. So next, we're going into the bedroom. As you can see, I enter my wheelchair. You've got like side for the carer there. You do get a plug-in fan. Sorry about all our washing. And this is the wheelchair accessible side of the bed. So all the beds in this hotel are single beds pushed together, because obviously some people come with their carers, some people don't. Our housekeeper has been in and she does an amazing job, which is why I'm filming this now. You do have a phone as well on this side of the bed for reception, but worth noting, there's not another socket, so you can't charge your, like say, your phone next to you in bed, but that's no biggie. And next we have storage here. So if your carer or family member is staying, they have their own height wardrobe here. Sorry, that's all our gifts we've got for people. And then, if you move back, I then have my accessible wardrobe. And there's space to put the cases as well, which is absolutely amazing. This has been amazing. I do recommend bringing a couple of travel hangers with you if you come here. And then, if we shut the door, there's even more storage. There is a safe as well. So you have got so much storage in these apartment rooms. And it's so spacious, it's worth paying the extra. We have the fan up there. So next, the part you're all waiting for, the wet room. Here is the accessible wet room. So, I can see myself in the mirror perfectly, yeah? And that is because they've done it so the mirror comes out towards you. So it's absolutely an amazing space to get ready. I can wheel straight under the sink, and well, there's a bin there, but I can wheel straight under. I can do my hair, my makeup. They do have a hairdryer as well, but I'm gonna bring my own next time. Now you do have the toilet. It's an accessible height. You have drop-down rails either side, and the chain is there. You have to kind of punch in the middle about there for it to flush properly. So that is perfect. You then have a trolley that's on wheels. You've got a wet room. The shower is amazing. So the hotel, when you get here, you have to ask them for a shower chair at reception. If the ones at reception aren't suitable, this hotel does have a mobility shop attached to it, so you can hire things from there. So you're probably thinking this wet room isn't accessible to those who use hoists, and why don't they just install shower seats in the room? Well, I think the reason they don't is because everyone's needs are so different. So this hotel is open for able-bodied guests as well, which is why I don't think they install it in the room, because every single disabled person has different needs. Even if they have the same condition, like my condition, FND, someone who has it could have completely different needs to me and could need a hoist. So I think that's why they don't. But the mobility shop attached, Lero, it's part of the hotel. You can hire hoists in there. If the shower chair, that reception isn't suitable for you, you can hire different types of shower chairs in there. So you can hire like hoists, and I should imagine you'd be able to ask the hotel for like a bench to go in the wet room to help if you are one of those people that needs a hoist to shower. But later in the video you will see that they do actually have bigger shower rooms, but we'll get to that when we get to that. But yeah, I just wanted to jump in and say about the Lero mobility shop that is in the hotel. These showers though, when you've had a shower, it does tend to build up. It does go down, but it takes quite a while, so just make sure you have the curtain shut when you shower and be prepared for like a little puddle to step out of. But yeah, so extra towels. So yeah, this is the apartment of ours. It's very accessible. And now when you get here, so all this here is complimentary. So when you get here, if you go to reception and you ask for the Wi-Fi code, they will ask you how many you need and they will give you them. So what you do, you log on to their Wi-Fi and then you put in the username and password, and it connects your device for the whole time you're here, valid for 30 days, and it's free, completely free. So that is worth knowing. And then also, every day we have a cleaner that cleans our room. So we have a lovely lady called Josephina or Josefina, and she does an absolutely smashing job at cleaning the room. I wish I brought some cash out to tip her because she has done an absolutely amazing job. And then we come back from the beach today and we've got a questionnaire to fill out for feedback for the hotel. So like, why did we choose it? How would we rate the room, the kitchen, the staff? Did we use any of the additional facilities? Any satisfaction, anything else we would like to say, and then yeah, we give that back to them for feedback. So yeah, this hotel is absolutely amazing. There's 2 swimming pools. One is heated, one is cold. The cold one is a deep pool. The heated one is kind of like a spa pool as well. I'll try and get some footage of that as well. And it is amazing here. It is a lovely hotel to come to. We will be returning. The food, when you come, you've got a couple of days to get used to it, and then you'll find it so delicious. It's really nice, the food here. And we've actually made some really lovely friends our age here, and we've been out and about with them at the beach and things, and we're already planning to come back next July here. But this hotel is absolutely amazing. So I will show you around it, and yeah, amazing hotel, love it. So this is one of the pools. This one is quite heated. It's the same depth all along, and you've even got all the way around. You've got bars. You've got a hoist to get in, you've got a chair to get in, you've got shallow steps with a ladder also to get in with. And then this is the other pool, kind of the same setup here. This pool is deep, so it starts off shallow and it goes deep and it's colder. I'm going to give that a go in a minute and I'll let you guys know how it is. But you've also got this pool over here. Now at the minute it's having some work done to it. It is normally the hydrotherapy pool. I'm kind of gutted it's not open, but you know, they've got to maintain these things, haven't they? And every single sunbed here is wheelchair height. So as you can see, I'm led here and my wheelchair's just there. They are a bit difficult to get on and off, but they are comfy once you are on them. Right, so this is the cold pool. It's actually really nice. Nice. Now, I'm quite a good swimmer, but I do still get nervous in the deep end, especially if my feet can't touch the floor and I tend to panic. So after all that swimming, I get hungry like anyone else does, and I loved the restaurant. It was all wheelchair accessible height. There was a good range of food available for breakfast, lunch and dinner, and I loved the fact that the tables were all different heights, and some of them didn't have a chair on one side, which meant this was so accessible, just being able to roll up and under the table and just eat your dinner like anyone else would. It was absolutely amazing. And the food, the texture, it took a bit of getting used to, but it was all right once we were used to it. They had really nice desserts on offer as well. And they did also have a snack menu you can order from. And I recommend doing this because it was such a nice sandwich they done us. So around the hotel, the toilets are quite good. So this is the ladies' toilets. And all of them in here are accessible toilets. There's 3 of them, different widths. That's the smallest, that's the medium, and you have the large one there, and all the sinks you can roll under them to wash your hands. The mirrors are your height as well, and you've got the paper towel as well, and you've got the soap as well. So it's pretty good facility-wise around the hotel outside of your room. Here you have the sports centre. And the board that tells you what time everything's on. And this is the pool. You can go in. We only managed to get in the hall once, and that was the night we arrived. It was unlocked, and I found this sports wheelchair. I've never tried one, so I gave it a bit of a test ride, and it was so easy to push and wheel myself around. It was awesome. I did give one of the activities on offer a try, and that was aqua aerobics. Now, as someone who does aqua aerobics regularly at home, this was more like just stretching in the water, and this may have been good for some people, but this isn't what I really wanted to be doing. I wanted to be having a good boogie and dance around and exercise at the same time, but this woman did well. She did speak in Spanish, but she did speak a little bit of English to me here and there. My plan was, when I saw aqua aerobics, was to do it every day, but I just done it once in the end. I wasn't a big fan of the style of it. You've got the pools down there, and then up here you have like a therapy centre where you can have all different massages. It is extra. So I did pick up a price list for this. It was all in Spanish, so I had to use my Google Lens, but I just wanted to show you some of the therapies they had on offer, and the prices. €18 for things. They had like chi trainer, they had magnetic therapy and things like that. And someone in our friendship group when we stayed did actually try physiotherapy in the therapy centre, and they said it was really brilliant, and they did go back a second time and do it. So I might do it next year. See, they have all different therapy rooms in there. And then this is another lift. This is the one that actually goes up to my room. So this is the other lift. You can quite comfortably fit 2 wheelchairs in this one. At night, they do cover the main pool to make a little entertainment area, which was quite nice. There was a singer on one of the nights we were there. She was really good. This hotel isn't heavy on evening entertainment, but it was quite nice. So as you can see, the hotel does have a gym. I've been trying to get into this place for a week, and I've managed today. So it's not the key for your run that you need. No, you go to reception, you ask them if you can have the key for the gym, they activate it, and then you can keep it for your whole stay to access the gym. It's not the biggest gym, but it's got everything you need to stay active on holiday. Right, so it's time for my workout. So there is no aircon in this gym, but the windows are open, so that is good. Considering it was like 35 to 40 degrees, I did manage to do a workout. I managed to do the pectoral, and then this is meant to be a chest press, but it wasn't attached to anything. But I've just done the movement because it's good for you to practice the movement anyway on it. So as my PT says, half chicken. And now goes. Never seen one like that. So this is a rowing machine. I've never seen one like this that's done with water. Should have my feet strapped in, but it's normally go in and up to your chest. Can't work this one out. You've got these cable machine thingies. You've got all the different attachments in them. These are quite good. Like if you're in a chair, hook them up and then pretend you're opening a door. Yeah, you've got literally everything you could need here for a mobility workout. And then, you know what this is about? That's a walking stick, a gym walking stick. That's what that is. Might go on that in a minute. See, the nails out of order. Oh yeah, and you've got the weighted balls as well. Let's give one of them a try. This is what you would tend to do. These. As you can see, I'm not the best at these ones, but that's what that is. I am still gobsmacked by that rowing machine. That's literally water inside of there. That's pretty amazing. There is a phone here for reception if you need assistance whilst you're in the gym. So this gym is located, so you've got the two pools outside, you've got the restaurant one end, and you have a building the other end. So it's a building the other end. You go up the ramp into the building, go into the lift, and then you go to floor 1, come out the lift and you turn left down the corridor, and it's the first one on the right. And yeah, that is where the gym is, if you're coming there and you want to find it. But I think it's absolutely amazing. They've got this here. Like, I wish I knew earlier how to access it, but it's a learning curve, isn't it? When I come back next year, I'll know all these things. God blimey, I'm so hot in here now. But I've done a little workout, so I'm happy. So yeah, time to leave the gym, and I don't know what bit I'm going to show you next, but let's move on to it. Okay, so this is one of the lifts. We want to go up to 3. These ones are quite rickety. These ones. They do work though. They're just a bit slow because the older part of the building, and they all have a reverse and mirror in, thank God, which is brilliant. So let's go. So as I mentioned earlier, they have showers poolside, and this wet room could easily be used for someone who uses a hoist. So today is the day we go home. It's been absolutely amazing here. So that is everything covered that I filmed when I was there. I'm now going to chat about a few things that I didn't include in the video, but I'm thinking now might actually be a good idea. So when I was there, I actually had the pleasure of meeting the owner, Thomas Fisher. Now, it was Thomas's dad was married to a woman who had MS, and that is where the idea for the purpose-built accessible hotel came from. And Thomas's mum does actually still continue to help with this vision, and I just found that really like moving, because like when you're with someone like, and someone they'd been with in the past was disabled, and they're saying, oh, I want to create this idea, this is going to be amazing, and you actually be like, yeah, even though you're not with that person anymore, I'm going to help you have this become a vision and something incredible. So I actually found the history, the story really, really moving. And I spoke to Thomas Fisher when we were there. He was such a lovely guy, so down to earth, caring, understanding. And I actually gave him some feedback on the hotel. I mentioned to him that the sunbeds, although they're wheelchair height, they're quite difficult to get on and off, because when you transfer, obviously the material goes down a bit. So you're actually trying to get over that bar a little. So I just said to him, it would be nice if you could have some sunbeds that are all different heights, because for some people, the current height may work, but for people like myself and other people, it might not. And he just turned around and he said, oh yeah, we didn't think of that. Thank you for your feedback. We will look into it. So I will be really intrigued to see if that is actually going to be sorted for next year, something they're going to look into, because that is a big part of being able to relax. You know, you want to be on the sunbed, drinking a drink by the pool in the sun. Who doesn't? You know, and yeah, I found it really lovely that he actually listened to my feedback and not took it as criticism. The hotel's been amazing. I did have one experience with someone there that wasn't very good, but I did put the details on the feedback form, and hopefully that will be addressed. And that interaction was in the Lero shop. So Lero is a mobility shop that is part of the hotel. It's on the hotel grounds. Please, if I do get this wrong or whatever, but Lero is part of the hotel, and it is there, so people that stay there and in the surrounding area can hire mobility equipment. So they do things such as hoists, power chairs, sticks. They even have nurses and carers that you can pay to come and see you and help you if you need assistance. So during my stay, unfortunately, my wheelchair has been playing up an awful lot, breaking down. When we arrived, my wheelchair wouldn't work, so we got off the plane and it wouldn't work. We managed to get to the hotel with some help, and I was extremely overwhelmed and distressed when I checked in, obviously, because I arrive on holiday and my legs aren't working. So I was understandably upset, and the guy that was on reception that night, he was absolutely amazing. He said, don't worry about it, we'll sort it, I'll call someone now, it would get sorted. So he called one of the nurses, carers that I think live on site, and literally not even 20 minutes in being there, a wonderful carer with blonde hair. She came up to the room with a manual wheelchair. She listened to me. She said, "Don't worry about it. This will get sorted. Bring your chair to Leroy tomorrow." And little did I know, like 20, 30 minutes later, my partner had actually managed to fix the wheelchair. So what had happened, a cable had come loose, disconnected. So he managed to fix it, and it was happy days for like 2 days. And then it broke down again. And so we had interactions with Leroy again, and the engineer that looked at my chair wasn't very nice. I'm not going to repeat what happened because it's been such a positive video. I did flag this up on the feedback form, so hopefully they've picked it up and addressed it. But I must say, one thing that did come out of it is that the Leroy shop said to me, "Look, you're unable to self-propel, so have this power chair whilst you're here, free of charge to use." And that's exactly what we did. And it literally made my holiday go from, "Oh my God, I can't do nothing," to, "Oh my God, I'm having the best time ever." It made such a big difference. Now, Leroy do have a website, so make sure you check it out. I recommend checking it out. And next year, we're actually going to take the manual wheelchair and hire one of their power chairs whilst we're there. So we're going to do that because the terrain in Tenerife is quite hilly. So note that in mind. Another thing that was quite good was that the hotel had obviously the front entrance, but it also had a back exit and entrance. You need your room key card to access it, but if you go down in the lift, that takes you to the gym, and then come out the lift, literally turn around, and towards outside there's a gate. You scan your card and you can get out. And I didn't actually get this on video, but I found it really amazing. This gate, it had like some rope attached to it, so if you're in a wheelchair, you just grab the rope and it opens the gate. And then when you go to leave, there's like a bit of rope on there, and you literally just pull it to shut the gate behind you. I found that so amazing to see and accessible, and I've actually tried to do the same thing now when I'm going in and out of my house. So that was really good to see. And also it meant, because we made a really lovely friends with about 7 people whilst we were there. We did have a photo, but I'm not going to put it on YouTube because a couple of people aren't really wanting to be all over social media, and I completely understand that. So one of the people in our group was in a manual wheelchair, and we wanted to go to the beach, and going through the back exit of the hotel made it more accessible for them because it was easier to get up and down the hill. Because the hill side the hotel is kind of like that, and then hotel was here, and the back of the hotel gate was kind of here, so it kind of cut off a lot of that steepness. So that was really good to have there. The staff in the hotel were amazing. One thing in the restaurant though, the hotel, it does full board and half board. So with the full board, which we were on, you get breakfast, lunch and dinner, and you only get a drink at breakfast. Now, this wasn't an issue really for us, and the only thing I'd say, at lunch or dinner, when you are seated at a table, the staff, I feel like they should be tracking more who's coming in and out, because sometimes we were waiting for service, or we had to say, "Excuse me, can we have some drinks?" And they did do this thing where you put your drinks on the room. I didn't really understand that. For myself, being English, we prefer to order our drinks and pay for them there and then. So that's what we'd done. And the staff, they did get used to that eventually, but yeah, the service sometimes was a little bit hit and miss, but I wouldn't say it was a problem at all. The staff were friendly, they were lovely, they were kind, compassionate, and they had a laugh with you. Like on one of the nights, like they were singing, they were dancing, they were happy. It was really, really nice to see. I could talk for ages about this hotel, how it was, how accessible it was, how lovely it was. But I hope this video was kind of showing you guys like it's an amazing place. Everyone else enjoying themselves, having a good time. It's what it's all about, you know, because in the UK, sometimes you go on a night out and you worry, oh my God, is there a ramp? Is there an accessible toilet? What will it be like? All them kind of things. And to be able to like go down in the evening, see the singer, have a drink and not worry about, can I get to the toilet? Can I get back upstairs? Is the lift working? It was absolutely amazing to not have to worry about them little things that I normally would have to worry about. In the reception area, they do have leaflet stands. So you've got Zion Park. We went there. I did film a little video on it, so that'll be out soon. You've got like Mount T, the volcano you can ride up. That's not really my kind of thing. Oh yeah, you have the taxis out there. So with the taxis, with the hotel, you just literally go to reception and you ask them to get you a accessible taxi, and they literally ring the taxi company for you and they come and pick you up. So it was quite easy to get around, quite accessible. As you can see, they are accessible. They've got the wheelchair symbol. So that was quite good. You've got island excursions. You've got all different things here. I did actually, so if you don't really go on my shorts on my channel, go on my shorts on my channel, because there is a boat called Bat for All in Tenerife where you can go on accessible excursions. So like some of these leaflets, they might not be accessible, the places, but the one thing I can guarantee you is Bat for All. Make sure you check it out. It is worth doing. I've got a little short video on my channel of that, so check it out. So yeah, you've got all different like leaflets. And Loro Park, so let's talk about this. So this is actually in the north of the island, and where you stay is in the south. We're trying to figure out a way to get there, an accessible way to get there. But yeah, I hope to find more accessible excursions when I go back next year that I can kind of vlog or tell you guys about. But yeah, I think that is literally everything covered. I hope I've not bragged on too long, but I wanted this to be detailed. I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe, and if there's anything I missed out this year, let me know and I'll get it next year when I'm back here. From me, that's adios, and I'll see you next time, guys. Thank you for watching.